What's up, you guys? Today we're doing our what we made in March video. I'm going to go through everything that I made this month, and let me tell you, I am a little bit surprised actually rounding everything up and seeing how much I made. I feel like I made a lot more than it felt like I was making. I did a lot of small things and I did some bigger things, so with that, let's get into it and see what I made this March. I guess I will start with the smaller things. So I just showed this in my recent video, but if you didn't watch it, you're gonna see it now. This is my scrunchie display, and it's looking pretty good. I definitely want to make more of these velvety plushy scrunchies because they are super quick, and I have quite a bit of this yarn in a bunch of different colors, so I'm going to make some more in different colors. But other than that, I'm going to definitely be making more of these flower scrunchies. These are just perfect for springtime. They are super cute and adorable. Makes it look like you have a little flower in your hair. But other than that, I've been really just going through my scrap yarn and picking out really anything. I'll sometimes just shove my hand in there and pick a random color. So I've got a lot of different textures going on. I've got a lot of different variety, and I think that's awesome. I really like to offer a wide range of variety for my markets. I do sometimes worry that I have too much variety, so I'm really gearing myself all in the direction of accessories and wearables and stuff like that. So scrunchies, hats, I made some shawls, which we'll see a little bit later on, and I'm just really starting to move myself in the accessory direction. So I made some earrings. I do wish I was able to make some more this month, but they're rather quick, so I'm confident that I'll be able to bang out some more before markets. So we've got this teal pair, and the other two that I made are actually a little bit smaller than the teal ones, but we have these, so you can see that the size difference, this is like a dollar coin, this is like a quarter, so we've got a little bit of a difference there in size. But I made those, and I made these ones, which I think are super cute. I did a poll on my Instagram asking what other colors I should do for those, so I'm planning to add some of those in there. I got purple. Somebody actually said to, instead of do daisy colors, do them in sunflower colors, which I think would be perfect. There's this one event that I love and I can't wait for, and it's all about sunflowers and sangria. So I definitely think I'm going to make some sunflower themed ones just for spring in general, but definitely for that event. The next thing that I worked up this month is I made some little pouches. So this one's a little froggy. Isn't that just so cute? And they do all have little buttons. I was going to line these, but then I decided that they're totally fine the way they are, and they're just adorable. So I have a froggy. We've got another froggy in the works. This one's not done yet. We've got this little bear. Oh, it's so cute. I did follow a YouTube pattern for this pouch, and then I took the same pattern and I simply just did it in green and added the eyes here to make it a little froggy, which I think is super freaking cute. So we've got this little strawberry pouch. This one's super cute. This one has a little button closure. I can say that I'm not a fan of this. I don't know how to better do the seeds. I was pondering possibly making some more of these, but sewing on bead seeds. I feel like that would be fun and textural and different, but that then makes me inclined to charge more for it. So I was thinking of charging $12 for these big ones, but then this one's a little bit smaller, so I'm not sure yet, but I definitely love the little pouches. I plan to make some more of those. I definitely want to do some more strawberry ones, and like I said, I want to figure out something different for the seeds, but for right now, this is what I have. I want to make a bunch more animals. I think I'd like to make some more frogs, more bears for sure. I want to make a panda one. I want to make some plain ones too that are just nice and simple. Maybe I'll embroider some flowers on them and just have little crochet pouches or wallets, whatever you want to call them. The next thing I made this month are button headbands. Oh, they are just so cute. I only made these two. It actually took me like, I'd say probably 40 minutes to make both of these. Oh, but they're so eclectic. They're so cute, and they are so cluttery. I'm definitely going to make a couple more of these before markets, and I think they are just super cute. I want to have like, maybe we'll start with 5 and see how they do. This one I am keeping for myself though. I just love it too much. I like to have some interesting things, and I definitely have not seen anybody else selling those. I have seen them rising in popularity, so hopefully I can be the sole vendor for button headbands. We'll see. The next thing that I I didn't make this month, but I finished it this month, was this sling bag, which we did see in my last video. I added the liner and the zipper to this month, which was super quick and easy. I honestly could have done this at any time, but I did it the other day and now it's all done. This one just needs a tag and it will be ready to sell. Then I put together this sling bag, which I think is super freaking cute. This one still needs to be steamed and lined, and I also need to make the strap for this, which I plan on doing maybe today. I'm not sure if I'll do it today, but I want to do this one soon, get this one finished and ready to go. I do have quite a bit of blue fabric, which would work well for that, so I'm going to take a look and see what I have in my stash and then move from there. I'm on my 4th shawl for this month, which feels kind of crazy. I really didn't foresee myself making so many of these, but they are rather quick. I do plan to make some neutral ones, and I plan to do some cotton ones as well, which I think would be really nice and light for summertime. I could see this being worn in so many different ways. Just, you know, over a long sleeve shirt, a turtleneck, you could wear it over a tank top, you could wear it over a swimsuit. You could honestly wear this as a skirt too, which I thought was really interesting. So I'm very excited for these shawls, but I made this black one, which is definitely going to be a little bit harder to see with everything going on in the background. I have this black one that I made, which is just nice and plain, and you know, black goes pretty good with everything, so I'm happy with that one. I do think I'm going to add more tassels to that one though. I did find some more black yarn in my stash, so I think I'm going to add some more tassels to that one. The next one that I made was this one, which you guys saw in my recent video. I just kept showing it off because it's adorable. I really like how it goes from a light pink at the bottom, and then I have the same pink I used for the band as the tassels. These are just super lightweight and flowy. For this one, for the black one, I used a 5.5mm hook, and that was what was recommended for the yarn. Whereas this yarn it's a lot thinner than the black yarn, and I also used a 5.5mm hook for this one, and I much prefer the drape and the flowiness of these compared to the black one. So from here on out, I decided, okay, we're either going to use thin yarn and go up a hook size, or we'll just go up a hook size if I'm going to use a weight 4 yarn. So that is what I've been doing. So this one is my new favorite. I'm definitely keeping this one for myself. I just love the gradient. I think it is so pretty. It is just beautiful with the way it flows. Again, I love how it starts off with this purple at the top and it goes down to the purple at the bottom, and it is really just, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Perfect for spring. Nice to throw on in the evening. It's not going to keep you super warm, but it's also going to take out a little nip in the air, which is nice. So I'm very happy with those shawls, and I am currently on my 4th one. This one is giving Easter, it's giving spring, it's giving just amazing. I'm loving this one. So I've got this white band, and then look at this beautiful multicolored yarn. Oh my gosh, I am just obsessed. It looks pretty frumpy right now. If you watched my last video, you would have seen that they always look kind of frumpy before steaming them. After steaming, it just transforms the whole entire project. This yarn is just beautiful. I got this at the thrift store for $2. You can't beat the thrift store yarn. You really can't. You can find whole skeins there sometimes for $2, whereas the same skein would have cost you $5, $8 at the store. So I always recommend going to the thrift store, especially if you're just getting into crochet or knitting or fiber arts in general. If you want to look for a craft, go see what they have in the craft section of the thrift store. You would be surprised. I always make sure to wash my projects after I am done with them, especially if they have thrifted yarn, just so everything's nice and clean, because you don't know where the yarn is coming from. You can assume it's probably coming from someone's grandma, which, no hate on the grandmas, but you just want to make sure the yarn is clean. So I always try to wash them before selling them, and I think it also gives it a little bit of a softer feel if it's acrylic, which is nice. So that is what I do to make sure my yarn is clean, is I just wash it when I'm all done with the project. And that is everything I made this month. I definitely made a lot of things. I'm impressed with myself. For this upcoming month, I definitely am planning on making some more bags. Definitely making some more sling bags. I'm going to make some shoulder bags, and I think I want to make some themed bags. So I've really been wanting to do like an ocean themed bag. I think that would just be so fun. And I'm also planning on looking through my fabrics and kind of curating bags around those. There's nothing more fun for me than having a bag exterior and interior vibe together and match really well. So I really like picking out fabrics and then having the bag be inspired by the fabric or vice versa. I definitely plan to be using my stash fabric all the time as much as possible. I don't know where I'm gonna get fabric, so I definitely am going to be working through that, and I think the best way for me to do that is to pick a fabric and then curate a bag around it. So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's almost gonna be like a little challenge, and I love a little challenge. I'm a little challenge girl. I love a little challenge. Kind of want to do a poncho, like an actual poncho. I'm feeling that. I definitely want to make some boleros. My only problem is making different sizes. I don't have anybody really too much bigger than I am in my life, so I want to make things that are going to fit a variety of different people, and I want my stuff to be accessible to everybody. I want everybody to be able to wear it and feel confident and comfortable in it. I'm just a little bit worried about making things that I think are larger, but they're not really, you know, they don't fit a true large. So I'm definitely going to be doing some research on how to make those things. So I'm trying to think of ways to get around that because I want to make things for everybody. I don't want to just make things for people my size. I want to be accessible, and I want people to be able to rock Izzy stitches no matter their body type or personality or anything like that. So I definitely try my best, and I think that's why I like doing the bags and accessories so much. I'm dabbling in a new thing with the wearables, and I think that's okay. I'm really excited to see where it's going to take me and how it's going to go, but I definitely like doing things that are just easy, definitely one size fits all. That is everything I made in March. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos from me. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!